Tuesday. It's time for some tea with tea on this Talk Therapy Tuesday. I'm Tanya McLean Nicholas, licensed marriage family therapist and owner of Renewed Hope Counseling. Our seasons will be changing soon, and we're getting ready to walk into summer. And when we think about summer, we think about hot weather, outdoor activities, vacations, and the continuous growth and development of our flowers and plants and all the wonderful things that we planted in spring. It's necessary for spring to end in order for us to really enjoy the summer luxuries. Well, this is no different for various aspects of our lives. In order to truly experience peace of mind, happiness, and even success, some things must come to an end. So today's topic is necessary endings, knowing when to let go, close doors, or move on. So go ahead, grab your tea or your coffee, whichever you prefer, and let's dig in. Endings are a normal part of life. We're born and then we die. Pregnancy has an end. We move through various developmental stages in our lives. We don't just stay in one. We experience endings in our personal life and our professional life as well. And although endings are expected, we sometimes meet those endings with hesitations, sadness, and even regret. It's hard to let go or change, especially if you're uncertain about what's to come. We have all heard the saying, all good things will come to an end. Well, that's true. All good things, bad things, somewhat good things, they will, they can, and they should come to an end. But oftentimes we find ourselves in difficult relationships, friendships that we're attached to, but are no longer producing positive fruit in our lives. They are no longer working, and holding on to them can seem easier than making the tough decision to end them. Instead, what we do is we hesitate ending them, oftentimes holding on too long. Or maybe it's a job that you have been in for years and it's unsatisfying, or you're too afraid or too comfortable to stop. Or maybe a business venture that you stepped out on and it's no longer working for you, but you keep on trying to make it work. Many times the thoughts of ending those relationships or cutting those ties are difficult because of familiarity, routine, fear of failure, or just the feeling of being stuck and not knowing how to let go or move on. There's a book out there that I want to share. It's called Necessary Endings by the psychologist Dr. Henry Cloud. He argues that our personal and professional lives can only improve to the degree that we can see endings as a necessary and strategic step to something better. So in other words, until you recognize that some things are only meant for seasons to grow and to develop us, but are not meant forever, you'll miss out on future possibilities. Think about it. I wonder how many people did spring cleaning over the past few months. I did. We have a tendency to build up a lot of clutter in our closets, our cars, our minds, and even our lives. We hold on to people and things too long, and it ends up collecting dust, creating toxicity in our lives. When we execute necessary endings, we clean up and clear out the clutter and dusty areas of our lives and make room for the personal and professional growth that we have been desiring. When we hang on too long and avoid endings or delay through procrastination, or we mishandle them through the process of letting go, holding on, letting go, holding on, we miss out on good opportunities and we find ourselves repeating misery over and over and over again. Identifying those things that are unproductive or holding us down is difficult. And it's even harder when you realize you must execute the decision to bring it to an end. Because change can be so scary, many will choose to stay in misery or painful circumstances. It's important to learn how to say no more to unproductive people and things through necessary endings so you can enjoy beautiful beginnings. So here are some things to consider as you evaluate your life and gain the courage to implement necessary endings. First, Henry Cloud's book talks about we each have a rose bush. So imagine, our roses are the things that we love and that we do well, our gifts, our talents, and our abilities. So ask yourself, what are your roses? Rose bushes have to be pruned or they will not grow to their full potential because they're choked out by the unnecessary things around them. So what pruning do you need to do so your rose bush will grow? What is getting in the way of you operating in your gifts, your talents fully and what unhealthy relationships exist that are taking up space and not allowing room for more healthier relationships. When you've identified what it is or who it is, now it's time to find the courage to leave behind what is no longer serving you. Make a list of all the things you enjoy, that you're good at, or you feel that you have a calling for. Then on the other side of the list, write the things that are keeping you from doing it to your fullest. Then decide what will come to an end. Begin pruning away at the aspects of your life that are holding you back and focus on setting goals to move forward. Next, evaluate your relationships, the activities or business involvements that you have. Identify those things that are worth nurturing, pouring into, or investing in. Notice what you've been holding on to for too long out of fear, convenience, or comfort. And just remember, just because something may take work or sacrifice doesn't mean it's not worth it and it has to come to an end. But do pay attention to what's being produced in those environments. Is it sucking away at your energy, causing you to be unproductive and keeping you from operating at your best? Is it depleting your peace of mind? These are questions that you have to answer. And finally, evaluate your resources. Where are you spending your time, your finances, your emotional energy? When you waste any of those three in areas where you shouldn't, you won't be ready for the people, places, or things that really matter. When you free up space, you're able to receive new opportunities, new relationships, and more growth. Letting go is never easy, especially when you're not able to predict what is to come. Knowing when and how to let go when something or someone isn't working, a personal relationship, a job, or a business venture, it's essential for happiness and success. I encourage you to grab a copy of Necessary Endings, as it will give you tools you need to clear out, say goodbye, close doors, and move on. This will allow you to achieve the personal and the professional growth that you desire and that you deserve. Well, that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed your tea with T on this Talk Therapy Tuesday. I'm Tanya McLean Nicholas, and I hope you have an amazing day.